Yeah, these were hard. These were very difficult. Listen, this was a whole project. A whole project that I was not ready for. My takeaways from this hairstyle would be to do your research. Watch a million videos. I thought I saw a million videos.
Watch a million more.
Why didn't anybody tell me that this would be so difficult? Listen, these YouTube videos made it look like this style would be a piece of cake. Well, let me tell you, it was not. So if you want to hear my struggle story, keep watching. Oh, hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Janelle. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. If you feel these vibes, if you feel this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below. And of course, do not forget to hit the bell after you subscribe so that you get all of the notifications when I upload a new video. Now here, not only am I showing you the pack of hair that I will show you closely again later, but this is the edge tamer that I used on my roots when I styled my box braids. I will show you a clip of what my braids look like before installing these crochet locks. This is what they look like. If you want to know all of the details as far as the products, the whole process of how I prepped my hair, make sure that you check the link up top, but I also linked it down below in the description box. So let's not waste any time and let's just get into the details of this video. I hope that you guys enjoy it and can learn from it. Before I tell you and show you how installing these were such a struggle, let me just show you what they look like. And let me give you the details of what kind of hair I used before I share my story. So this is what they look like installed. Yes, that is my hair. When I tell you it was a struggle, it was a struggle. See, this one's perfect. Okay, so now that you saw what they look like, I went to the beauty supply store and I actually got me 8 packs of the 2x Mambo Natural Born Locks for natural kinky texture, 18 inches, and this is the color, OET1B/27. So they are this dark brown color, and then they ombre out into this honey blonde. And then this is what they actually look like after installing. So originally I was going to purchase regular braiding hair so that I can just individually wrap my hair, really get close to the root and all that great stuff. However, I actually ended up just getting these crochet because I saw several videos that I will link down in the description that made it look super easy. All you had to do was have your hair box braided before, and then the steps that I took after would be a piece of cake. But it did not work out that way. Now, to secure the crochet lock in place, you want to make sure that you open up the loop of the lock with your fingers or the end of a rat tail comb and pull your braid through that loop. Once that's done, as you can see, pull them apart to secure it in place, and you can successfully move on to the next step. So the first method I like to call is the pull through method. So you're literally grabbing the crochet needle and you're sticking it all the way through the lock, all the way to the root. You're hooking your braid to the needle and then pulling it through the crochet lock. And you're gonna constantly repeat this step. Now, to make things easier, this is a pictorial of the chick natural. This is her footage. I wanted to literally show you what you're supposed to do, and I'm showing you how I failed at it. So after hooking your braid through, you're gonna pull that hair through the lock. You're not gonna pull it all the way down to the end. but just like a couple of inches into the lock. And then you're going to repeat the steps. So stick the needle through the crochet lock an inch below where your hair was left off, and you're going to pull it through. And that's what I call the pull through method. Now, my braid felt like it was just too big to go through. It was a struggle. So at the end, I decided to unravel the lock and just try to wrap it. Something I tried to avoid from the beginning because this was supposed to be easy. The second one that I saw was the knotless. Now with this method, I do not need to show you a pictorial because I'm actually going to show you a detailed step-by-step of how to achieve a knotless crochet faux loc. Now, you don't need to have your hair braided, which is so frustrating because my hair was already braided. But anyways, I took one of my braids down just so I can show you. So what you're going to do is open up the loop of a crochet lock, hold that open, split that one section of hair in half, and pull your hair through just like so. Once you have that in place, you're going to hold that root taut so that it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't slip and slide. You're going to pull that lock away. You can even clip it up just like you see here. I'm not clipping it, but I'm pulling it away. And I'm just going to braid the hair. Now, I'm not going to braid the hair all the way back down to the ends. I'm just going to braid a couple of inches. And as you can see, I'm just two-strand twisting my hair. You don't have to two-strand twist it all the way to the root, to the ends. I did, but I'm just going to tell you that once you have that in place, you're going to hold the root taut, nice and tight. You're going to unravel that lock. I would say this is a wrapping method. So you're going to unravel the lock in the opposite direction to then wrap it around your braid. Now you want to be very strategic and intentional when you're wrapping it. Think about a candy cane, right? You see the red and the white. You want to make sure that when you're wrapping the lock around your braid, you don't have that candy cane effect, whereas you can see the difference between the lock and your hair. So you want to have an overlapping effect when you are wrapping it. So just like so, I unwrapped it, but as you can see, I kind of lifted the lock so that it can blend with the previous wrap that I did. You want to make sure that you're strategic. You want to make sure that you're holding your hair nice and taut and it's tight. The tighter you lock the faux lock around your hair, the less frizz you will have. So I think I explained that nice and thoroughly enough. So I will show you the end results and then show you some of the previous locks that I did that were a hot mess so that you can see the difference. Since I didn't properly finish wrapping the ends, I do have a gap. Like here, you can see my hair and the lock hair, which is what you don't want. But let me go back to go forward. This lock right here was one of the first ones I did. It's loose, it's all the way frizzy, my hair's coming out, the lock is coming out. As compared to these three right here using the knotless method, look how thin they are, look how tight they are. They are frizzy, but they look way better. They have more of a distressed look, which is what I want to say, and I really like it. Compared to this first one, it's like a no. Listen, the last video I saw pretty much told me that you don't need box braids. You can two-strand twist your hair. If I knew that I could two-strand twist my hair, I would have been happy because I wouldn't have lasted 4 hours perfectly box braiding my hair. That was a mistake. So if you've seen this video up until this point, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. I still have a few more gems to drop, so stay tuned and stick with me so that you can really share this video with anybody that you know who's interested in this style and doesn't know the real obstacles that they may come across. Because let me tell you, all these videos I saw made it look easy. The point is, at this point, I'm just going to show you struggle-free how I install a lock. And while I do that, I want to tell you that my biggest struggle was being pregnant. So I had bought these packs of hair on a Wednesday. On a Thursday, I prepped, washed, and box braided my hair, 4 hours worth. And then I also tried to install these the same night, like at 8:30 at night. And I only did about 7 because I was frustrated and I was tired. So on Friday morning, I woke up early and I tried to finish these. I was in labor. I was in labor all day Friday. And I knew, I was in denial, but I knew. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish these because if I'm going to the hospital, they're going to look good. But lo and behold, a lot of the chunky ones and loose ones is what they looked like. They were not looking like this. So ultimately, I decided to take these out and redo them another day. Another day turned into 2 weeks. So I had my box braids and I was wearing them for 2 weeks and I didn't have an issue with it. But in the back of my mind, I knew I bought these packs of hair. I wanted this style. I wanted my hair protected for a couple of weeks, even though it didn't happen. And that's that. So I just took one day and I installed all of these. I would say it took me about 4 hours or so. As you can see, this end is not fully wrapped, but again, by this time on a different day, 2 weeks later, I did not feel like extending these because at this point, I wanted to wash my hair and just restyle it into something else. The good thing about this packs of hair is that they're reusable. So in the near future, I will grab these again and try this style again. But for now, I am just super glad that I tried it. I like the way they look. The color is dope. They have that distressed look I like. They're not perfect, as you can see right there. But overall, I am just super happy that I did it. Now, stick around for a few more minutes so that you can see my takeaways, so I can point out the flaws if you don't already see them, and my recommendations if you will try this style. So peace and love, positive vibes. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I hope that you can share it. Make sure to leave a comment down below and tell me how you feel, if you can understand my struggles, your takeaways, if you've tried it, if you will try it, if you don't want to try it, let me know. And look at that braid that I said I didn't do. Peekaboo. Yeah, these were hard. These were very difficult. Like, as you can see, the flaws I can pinpoint is the fact that these aren't so close to the root as I would have liked. I would have wanted it to be like boom right there, but it didn't happen that way. A mistake that I made was I over moisturized my roots. So even though I didn't directly apply too much product to my roots, the products that I use, as much as I love them, kept my hair too soft. So the fact that they were too soft made these just slide right out, and it wasn't nice and taut at my root the way I would have liked. The second mistake was that, as you can see with this one, instead of getting like 24 inches, I got 18. Now, I did not check to see if they had 24 inches. Other videos that I saw showed you how to extend these by using a second faux lock, and I was determined to do that. But at the same time, I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to do that. So I bought extra packs of hair, and that was with the intention of using the extra packs of hair to extend these, but I ended up not doing that. Am I obsessed with this look? No, I'm not. Do I like the color? Yes, I do. But I feel like I would have rather liked to wrap my hair around so that I can get it closer to the root as possible. Now, I know the technique is to really wrap them nice and tight. Okay, tight all the way through up until you reach your end. But it wasn't as easy for me to do that. Listen, this was a whole project that I was not ready for. So my takeaways from this hairstyle would be to do your research. Watch a million videos. I thought I saw a million videos. Watch a million more, because this was work. Will I keep these? I will. I'm very determined. If a hairstyle did not work out for me, I'm gonna continue to practice it until I can perfect it. Now, for next time, I won't get crochet. I'll actually get individual hair that I can just do myself. So that is my takeaway. I hope that you guys can learn from my experience. What I would recommend is not box braiding your whole hair before you install. Do like the front piece and see how they look with one pack, and then go back to the store and get some more. If I would have done these, at least the front, like at least like 4 good ones, or just 4 period, I wouldn't have gotten these. I would have changed my mind and gotten individuals. So with that being said, make sure that you do your research and drop your feedback down below and tell me what you think, what your experience is. I hope you can learn from mine, and I will catch you later.